Hi, I'm Stacey Ross. Now, there are beautiful places to be found all over Vancouver Island. Tonight on Island 30, we'll tell you about a renowned local artist who has lent her voice and her paintbrush to save one of them. That's next. For decades, Vancouver Island artist Sue Coleman has used her brush to create and document nature and wildlife. Well, recently Sue decided to put her considerable talent to use to save a very special part of Vancouver Island.
This is Sansom Narrows right here, and this is Salt Spring.
Artist Sue Coleman is well versed in local geography. She's been documenting Vancouver Island's scenery and wildlife for decades.
This property right here is what we're looking at protecting.
This work, though, is a little bit different. It's a piece with a purpose, and its purpose is to raise money to save Sansom Point.
Well, Sansom Point is a really unique piece of property on the west side of Sansom Narrows. Sansom Narrows is the passage that goes between Salt Spring Island and Vancouver Island. Really between Genoa Bay up to Maple Bay is that area.
Coleman's Cowichan Valley home and studio aren't far from the Sansom Narrows, and she's donating the bulk of the proceeds from this work to the Land Conservancy to help protect it. And what's the response been to this particular print?
It actually blew me away. I figured, well, if I manage to sell a few, if I manage to sell maybe 30 or 40, about 65 now prints I think are committed. And I've got about 5,500 already collected.
We've all snapped up copies of it. I have a copy in my office that I bought, and a lot of people, as soon as they've seen them, have bought them.
I really would like to sell the other 35 prints. That really would make my day. Wow. So I'm looking forward to giving them a nice big check. I really am.
Sue has worked with TLC before. 2 years ago, she allowed the group to select an unprinted piece from her portfolio to raise money for Chase Mountain. The Sansom Point watercolor, though, was created specifically for this project after its plight was documented in the local newspaper.
And at the time, I thought, oh, I love Sansom Narrows because we go boating through there all the time, and it really is very beautiful. And the thought of it being purchased by a realtor and possibly turned into another, large development, just absolutely, that can't happen.
To the computer she went, where she viewed an online video of the area, frame by frame, till she found the particular angle she was looking for.
I wanted to be able to see Sansom Narrows, which is the water that goes between Salt Spring and this very narrow spot. I also wanted to see if I could capture Mount Maxwell behind. And there was this little flash, it couldn't have been more than 3 or 4 seconds of this particular point. I'm going, that's it. And then I sketched from that. And then I did the painting. And then I looked at it and I thought, yeah, I like this.
But Sue had to be sure of her details. She wanted to see for herself, the videographer himself leading the way.
And all of a sudden I said, Dennis, stop. It's down here. And he said, no, I didn't video from down there. I said, well, it's got to be down here. This is the angle that I painted it from. And my husband was with me at the time, and he got down onto the bluff and he said, yep, this is it, Sue, there's your tree. As soon as I saw that tree and the angle it was at, it just made the whole painting. We've had so many people interested in this piece that we've had to do mats in advance.
TLC is looking to raise a total of $1.85 million to buy the 128-acre property.
It's really quite unique because you can land a kayak or a small boat there and go ashore, and then you're on this lovely Garryoak or mostly Arbutus meadow area at waterfront level. You're backed up by some huge, amazing bluffs that rise up to the upper part of the property. So we see it as really the keystone to putting together a regional park on the Cowichan Valley side and the Cowichan Valley Regional District, and ultimately on both sides of the Sansom Narrows.
TLC has till August 31st to reach their goal. That's an extension from June 30th. They have to find another $560,000.
Well, I was kind of worried about the end of June, which was the previous deadline, but I'm pretty sure that given the summer, we'll come very, very close to that goal.
Sue Coleman's contribution will be a big help. She only has 25 prints left to sell before she starts looking for another worthy cause.
And in all honesty, I've had so much pleasure coming from doing it. I'm almost sitting saying, okay, what else needs help? You know, I'm really enjoying it so much. What else can I use my artwork for?
For more information on her work, Sand Some Point, check out Sue Coleman's website at suecoleman.ca. You can learn more from TLC's website at conservancy.bc.ca. Now, this piece of artwork is so nice that my photographer Johnny and myself bought one each. You can check it out at Sue Coleman's studio. She's having an open studio this weekend. Details at suecoleman.ca. Now, we're heading now to perhaps the only place more serene than this, Sante Spa. So here we are at the beautiful Crystal Suite at the Sante Spa in the Weston Bear Mountain, looking at another one of their terrific signature treatments. Monica, tell me what it is that you're doing to our more than willing subject, Brittany.
So this is one of our signature treatment. It's the Crystal Facial. It's an hour and 45 minutes. So we normally start out with the back welcoming, detoxifying back welcoming massage. Once that is over, I'm going to flip her over and start on her facial. Once the exfoliant's on, I'm going to move down to her feet and give her a detoxifying foot treatment. And then I'm going to come back and continue with her facial. The main goal of this treatment is the quartz crystal massage using the crystals.
What's the significance of using the crystals in the facial?
So the crystal is meant to do take away any negative energy and balance out her whole chakra.
Okay, so how do you actually use them on the face then?
So we actually massage with them on. So this is just do almost like a pressure point massage with the crystals, and then we also do a lymph drainage massage as well with the crystals.
Oh, so what is that? The lymph drainage?
So pretty much we're stimulating all the nerve ending, and so and pulling out all the toxins to the lymph.
Are these special crystals, or do they come from somewhere special?
This crystal comes from Baden-Baden, Germany.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting. I've heard that this is one of the more popular treatments here.
It is a wonderful treatment because you get everything in one. You get the back massage, the facial, and the foot treatment. And actually massaging with this, it's so relaxing. I guarantee 99.9% of the client comes in here that have this facial fall asleep.
Oh, you're kidding.
So,
why do you think that is? It's just because of the face?
It's just the face, and the treatment, the massage alone with the crystals is about 25 minutes, so it's just very relaxing, and it's just pulling out all the toxins so they just feel completely relaxed and melt into the table.
And you actually have people that come back to see you?
I do. I have quite a bit of regulars that come in for this facial, and they come back about, I say 6 weeks. Every 6 weeks they come back to see me for this facial.
Well, that's the treatment I'm getting next time I'm there. Much more still ahead on Island 30, including this.
Coming up next on Island 30, we're going to be doing shoulder presses with dumbbells.
I'm Bonnie Pollard, Mayfair Fashion Stylist. Join me today on Island 30. We're going to look at ways that you can make dresses fit into your summer work attire.
Welcome back. Well, it's always a good thing, but summer is a particularly good time to be a girl. You can wear the nice little summer skirts and the bare legs and the flip-flops. You're all good. Here's our fashion guru, Bonnie Pollard, now to talk about summer dresses at the office.
So they say a dress can be worn 1,000 ways. Well, we're going to put it to the test and at least get 10 different ways you can wear it for this summer season. A dress is a key essential this summer for your trends, and you want to choose a pattern as well as a style that really suits you. Lots of the simple sheath styles like what I'm wearing from Femme de Carrier, and you'll find lots of bold patterns and contrasts as well. Look for great detailing at the waistline as well as the bust line details. Fitted pocket detailing is also really nice. You'll notice the hemline is more around the knee, which is actually better suited for most of our body types as well. A lot of also great accents across the shoulder detailing, whether it's a ruffle or a bow, is also very flattering, and then it takes the line away with a really straight sheath. Dresses like this can fit really nicely under blazers, or again draped under sweaters, and you don't always have to go same tone on tone with taking, say, the matching dress and placing it with a matching jacket. How about taking a really bold blazer and working it over your basic black dress? Again, a dress is just so comfortable for the office in the summertime, and again, you can really play up with your accessories then. Here are some other ideas from Cassis. You'll find lots of knit fabrics this season and what I call a self-tie. That's when you take the fabric and actually work it with the same drape. Gives a very nice pull to the waist accent, but at the same time not cutting you off as far as in proportions. You'll see with a lot of the sheath dresses, a great way is just adding a little bit of texture or play with your scarf accents, loosely tied at the neckline here or draped across the shoulders. Here's an idea of how to work with it. Again, a print, taking it with a soft linen blazer. We've chosen a white because white is so popular this season, but usually you can play out any of the colors in your closet. Now, some people also say, how do I work with more of a cotton summer dress? My answer would be to work with a textured sweater or else work with a nice linen blazer. Linen, again, is very forgiving and it can actually work with a lot and make dressier, but at the same time continue the relaxed style. So this is a very relaxed style from Talbot's. Here is another, again, beautiful summer dress that works for office as well as evening. This is from Cassis. Again, soft floral prints, very retro inspired here with this style. Here's another knit dress. Now, one of the things from the Le Chateau dresses you'll see this season is great waist accents with the pleating and the folds. Very, very flattering. A lot of people are intimidated with stripes going across, and actually this dress, when it's on, is very, very slimming. I would take this style of dress and place it with reds, purples, as well as fuchsias. There's so many options that you can really play it up. Again, dresses are really, really versatile, and because in the summer months we go through different temperature changes throughout our day, even in the office environment, it gives us a lot to play with as far as your layering over top. So dresses are really key and also a very good summer solution because they're so easy to wear.
Thanks very much, Bonnie. Now, you know, I went to Wild Play yesterday and kind of feel it in my shoulders today. Clearly, I should have headed down to Club Phoenix beforehand and had a chat with Tamara about shoulders.
Hi, as I was saying, we're going to be doing shoulders with dumbbells. Most of these are ones you might have seen done, but I think one or two you might be surprised at. So we're going to start with moderate weight dumbbells with your feet hips width apart. The first one we're going to do is going to be for the front part of the shoulder, and they're door handles. You're going to bring your hand up to 90 degrees, twist the door handle, and lower it down. And then alternate. Lift to 90, twist, and lower. You want to make sure that those shoulders stay back and down, that we don't reach as the arm comes up. You want to stay upright, twist, and come down. You will feel the stabilizing in the core and the middle of your back. You want to do at least 15 of these, and then if you're more advanced, you can do double, down and up. The second one we're going to do is a flying bird. I made this one up, I like it. You're going to start with those feet hips width apart. The dumbbells are going to come to the front of the body. The elbows are going to be slightly bent and shoulders are back and down. We're going to lift just above 90, go just below 90, back up to 90, and all the way back down. So up, down, and down. And again, up, down, up. We don't want to lengthen that arm all the way. That will go into the neck. We want to keep it right in the deltoid, so keep that slight bend in the elbow. Our third exercise is going to be a shoulder press, pretty basic. Take those dumbbells, set them up by the shoulders. You're not going to look down at your toes. You're going to look up. Shoulders are back and down, and press straight up. Bring it right back down. Exhale and press. One of the most common mistakes for shoulder presses is the shrug. We don't need to shrug. We want to actually keep the shoulders away from the ears as you press the palms to the ceiling. Keeping that core tight, exhale, and press. Now remember, your shoulders have three muscles. You've got the front muscle, the side, and the back. So our fourth exercise is going to be for the back of the arm. The triceps are going to feel it a little bit as well. We're going to only have one dumbbell, and it's a reverse fly. You're going to have a staggered stance. Arm is going to come a little bit forward, and then we're going to pull to the side. And we're not reaching, we're pulling with that rear delt. Knuckles stay in that same position. Tummy stays tight. Exhale and reach. This exercise, you're going to feel right in that t-shirt area at the back of the arm. I hope you like these exercises, give them a try, and if you want to make them a little more challenging, do one foot, stand on a Bosu, or knees on a ball, and you know how to do that. Catch you later. Bye for now.
Well, this is kind of feeling like a little bit of a magical place for me, almost as magical as Murray's Trick and Joke Shop. Time for a visit with our favorite magic guy, world-renowned illusionist Murray Hatfield. Murray, show us a fun trick.
Well, Stacy, it's nice to be here, and thanks for coming in. Stacy, everyone does card tricks, but I happen to like little card tricks. These are little cards. Actually, not just little cards. What they are, they're pieces of cards. And what I do is I actually have learned how to do magic just using parts of cards. Here's the idea. The cards, the pieces of them, go into a little bulldog clip. And that simply wraps around like that. All we do is take a little a lighter, put a little heat on the cards, and it causes them to fuse. They actually fuse together, but in a way that perhaps you wouldn't normally expect.
That's wonderful, Murray. What's the state of the magic business these days? Is it good? Is it mediocre?
Magic is as big as it has ever been. In
Really?
fact, it continues to grow all the time. I think part of the appeal of it is that on some level, anyone can do magic. On some level, most people do at some point in their lives. And let's face it, when you're a kid, everything is magical. I mean, a flower growing where there was nothing yesterday, or a cloud up in the sky, everything has an element of magic to it. It's kind of cool now as an adult to be able to bring that feeling back of being able to look at something that you can't quite explain. I think that's why it draws so many people to it.
Great, and you're expecting a lot of people to this great show you have coming out this summer.
Yes, we are. Teresa, my partner, my wife, and myself have created a show that combines all of the very best elements of what we do, from little close-up magic to some of the most exciting state-of-the-art illusions in the world. And we combine it all together, and 90 minutes later, people walk out with their heads kind of altered a little bit. It makes you think.
Right, and so when is the show happening, and how can people get tickets?
We are on every weekend this summer, from July the 8th to August 19th, sorry. It's mostly Friday nights, although there's 1 or 2 Saturdays in there. Tickets available at the McPherson Theatre box office and here at Murray's Trick and Joke Shop.
Great, great. Thanks, Murray. Look forward to it.
Thanks, Stacy.
Much more still ahead on Island 30, including Gordy Tupper with this.
Hey Stacy, I'm down at Hive and I'm getting a little bit of makeup put on by makeup artist Patrina Dizelle, and she's going to make me look beautiful. Can you? Oh, maybe that's too tough a question right now. We'll come back and see how it all works out when Island 30 continues.
Gordy Tupper, Scott Fee, even the sports guys, Paul and Jeff, will tell you, television is one of the few places where it's actually cool for guys to wear makeup. Gordy Tupper is here tonight in full splendor. He's caught up with one of the busiest makeup artists in town. Gordy?
Straight ahead for me.
At Hive on Cormorant, local makeup artist Patrina Dizelle was plying her trade on the models for this year's Pacific Design Academy fashion show, and it was a job that really put her professional skills to the test. Patrina, you're doing the makeup for 48 models today?
I am.
By yourself?
By myself.
Is there like a loss of creativity when you're dealing with that many people?
Not at all. You know, it keeps you on your toes and you just got to work that much harder.
Well, how much time do you have to spend with each model?
5 minutes, 30 seconds.
Seriously, she even had an egg timer with her. As far as the creativity goes, Patrina had already sketched out the different looks for the models.
There's 6 different looks that we're going to do here at the Hive today, and this is the Bohemian look.
And the other looks are what?
Steampunk, we have a Japanese look, Jackie O, very classic look.
Patrina exudes boundless energy and enthusiasm and an all-around great attitude. It looks like it's a lot of work to me.
Well, when you love something, it's never too much work, right, Gordy?
What do you do when you're not putting makeup on people?
Oh, well, chasing after my little boys and enjoying life. There's so much to do.
I understand you surf.
I do surf. I hear you're quite the surfer too.
You heard wrong.
Just if you think you've added enough, you add a little bit more. That's the rule with fashion.
Now these ladies are going to be modeling, so you're going to be putting much brighter makeup on than somebody on the street would wear, unless they were sort of in business on the street, I guess.
Unless they were me, yes.
How did you get interested in a career like this?
Actually, I just came back from a really wild road trip. I was 18 and I said, what am I going to do with my life? Dozed off, had a dream that I was a makeup artist, and woke up and thought that was a pretty good idea.
Patrina was starting to fall behind her schedule because of all her questions, so I figured I'd just have one more quick question. What celeb would you like to make up most?
Pamela Anderson was my #1 when I was sitting in my makeup classroom, if I could do any celebrity, because she's always flawless. So I guess now it would be like Kim Kardashian, but maybe Mick Jagger.
Mick Jagger.
Thanks very much, Gordy, and thank you for watching. That's a wrap for our show tonight. I'm Stacey Ross. See you soon. We'd love to hear from you. Send us your story ideas by calling 250-480-3767 or drop us an email at island30@checknews.ca.